Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Prospector's Cash. Today, I'm going to be talking about something that's probably going to be getting pretty important going up into March when people start getting out and the weather starts getting a little bit better, March and April. People might be looking for a metal detector. And what I'm going to be talking about is if you're brand new, about the different types of metal detectors and what might you might look for when you're choosing a detector, and also going to give you my opinions on what I think right now are the best choices out there in metal detectors, just based on price, based on features, based on other things in metal detecting. So I just want to talk tonight about the different metal detectors on the market, and I'm going to give my opinions. And just be aware, these are just my opinions of what the best metal detectors are. And you might have different opinions, and that's all good. But I'm just basing it on what I know about the detectors and based on what I use them for here in Texas. So without further ado, let's just get into the program. Looks like we got a few people on here. I want to welcome my friend here, Wild Hair, on here. Welcome, Wild Hair. I'm doing really well. Thank you for joining the chat. We got John Wright on here. Hi, John, and welcome to the Prospector's Cash. And hello from Oklahoma, Alan Marshall. Hope you're doing well up there in Oklahoma and staying out of the cold. It's a little warmer here today in Burnett, Texas, but we're doing good down here. And I know we just had that bad freeze. Hope everybody's recovering from that and everything. But with that being said, let's talk detecting. Um, Basically, when you look at a detector, you got to judge a lot of different things. You got to judge, what your budget is, uh, and what you can afford for a detector. First of all, that's got to be the primary feature. Um, but if you're brand new to detecting, there's a lot of different choices out there, and you got to know what you're going to be looking for. There are detectors that work really well on beaches, and there are detectors that work really well on, land, and there's detectors that work well in combination of these things. And today, there are basically two types of detectors that I want to focus on. And there are other types of detectors, but the two I want to focus on are the single frequency detectors and the multi frequency detectors. And with that being said, I'll give you a brief summary of my opinion on multi frequency versus single frequency. If you're primarily in a non-trashy area that you hunt and you're looking for just coins and coins only, uh, there's no sense in upgrading to a expensive multi-frequency detector. The main reason that multi-frequency works good is silver comes in and likes to hit hot around 8 kilohertz, and you get your lower conductors like nickel, gold, and silver. Um, they hit at higher frequencies, uh, like 40 kilohertz. So, if you go for gold nugget hunting, they hit up there around 72 kilohertz. So, the lower the conductivity, the higher the frequency makes that material hot. So, if you're primarily looking for silver coins and don't need trash rejection, and I'll get into why multi frequency works better on trash rejection in a second, then there's no sense in you getting a multi-frequency detector. No sense in spending the money on it right now. You do get a little bit more depth. You get trash rejection better, and the reason for that is the multi-frequency detector will analyze like a low conductor, like a nail, and analyze a little bit higher conductor, like a nickel. It'll analyze both of those, and both of those will come through based on size with the same signal strength. And you can also adjust the sweep speed of that. So when you go across those targets, you get a little bit better target rig separation. And some people call it unmasking. It's unmasking targets because those are targets that were previously masked by the single frequency detectors. Now, multi frequency detectors are not anything new. Mine Labs had their multi frequency detectors out for a long time in the 800 and so forth, CTX 3030. Um, so it's nothing new, but most of the people, those detectors were out of the price range for most people. So there were mostly people running the Garrett single frequency detectors around. And now even Garrett's got a multi-frequency machine in Apex. So with all of that said, if you're in a trashy area and you want the best uh, the best target separation, or you're looking for gold and jewelry, which are higher conductors, you'll need a detector that can go up there to higher frequencies and hit the low frequencies that's needed for silver and stuff. So that's the reason you would need a multi-frequency machine. You can still find great targets with single frequency machine, and there's a lot of people out there that have great discoveries every day with single frequency machines. I test single frequency machines all the time, and that's how I'm gonna give you my opinion on what I think is good out there right now. Um, the price point is the key, is what you can afford and what is the best at that price point. Now, most people getting started, they say, can I go down and buy $100 detector at Walmart and find coins? And the answer to that is, yeah, you can find coins, but you're not going to have something that's going to be fun to use long term. It's not going to work on the beach for you. It's just going to be basically a detector that's what I consider a toy. So you pretty much have to spend, I say, over $250 to get a decent detector. So my first price point is going to be 400 and under for detectors, and what I think are the best detectors on the market. And my number one choice in that right now would be a detector that I'm currently giving away coming up too. When we get 1,000 subscriber count, I'm going to be giving away a MindLab x-terra Pro, and it's going to be that detector right back there you see on the wall. I've been doing some filming and video of that detector. I'm going to be giving it away. It's a brand new detector, and going to be giving that away when we get to 1,000 subscribers on my channel. But with that being said, the reason I think the MindLab x-terra Pro is so good is it has multi frequencies. You can choose the frequency you operate at. For instance, I'm not going to go into the details, but it's got uh, 3 programs that you can use that are factory programs that you can use that are primarily set for for land hunting, and you can hunt jewelry with it, you can hunt coins with it, you can hunt other stuff with it. And then it has a beach setting on there, which is the fourth type of program. So um, I, that's the reason I like the x-terra Pro so much. Is it is unbelievably a great beach machine. Uh, Very few detectors in that price point will work well on the beach, um, and that's one reason that I think you should look at the Xterra Pro if you're in the under 400 price range. Um, so there's a lot of other features on that detector that are really good. First of all, it's rechargeable, it's waterproof. It's got a lot of accessories that you can get with it. A lot of accessories from other Mind Labs will fit right on this thing. So there are a lot of good features to that. We got Alan on here. He says his wife just got an Xterra Pro. Well, good on her. I hope she really enjoys it. I know that it's a good machine. and it's one I recommend under $400. My second choice in that price range would be a Nocta Simplex. Now, the reason I say that detector would be good, it also is waterproof. It is also a very good choice for beaches. Doesn't quite work as well on beaches, I think, as the Mind Lab does, uh, but it is a very good detector, and they do offer a lot of accessories when you get that. When you get the Mind Lab, they don't include a lot of accessories with it, so that's the reason I would suggest looking at a Nocta Simplex. Those two are really close in my mind, and that would be the choice in that price range. And got my good friend David Montgomery on here from 79 Custom Jigs. Me and David, I'm going to talk a little bit about something him and I are trying to do, and a little bit later in this live stream. We got Bobby Short on here. Hi, Bobby. Welcome. And I'm going to go up to the next price range. Now, this price range is kind of big, and I'm making it big for one reason. There is a detector that is at the low end of the scale. I'm going to say $500, that performs just as good as $1,000 machines. And that detector, in my mind, would be my choice in the $4,000 to $1,000 range. That detector is the Nocta Legend. Now, the Legend is waterproof. My friend David dives with his all the time. Offers all the features, multi-frequency machine, so it has that target separation you're looking for. Offers lots of different coils that you can use on this machine. Has wireless headphone capabilities. They offer underwater headphone capabilities. And the MindLab headphones, let's face it, guys, the MindLab headphones have been a disappointment. They just don't offer the headphones, that features that you can get on some of the other detectors. And a lot of the MindLab accessories didn't translate between the Equinox 800 and the 700 and so forth. So you can't even use them on the newer machines. So that's the reason MindLab didn't make my list. So my number one choice in the $4,000 to $1,000 range would be a Nocta Legend, and you can pick those up anywhere from $500 to $600, and it's a great deal. And that would be my choice. My second choice in that group would be getting a XP DS2 WS6 Master. Now, the WS6 Master works just as good as my detector that I use, which is the XP DS2 the full version, except the WS6 Master isn't waterproof. You can buy a waterproof kit for it and dive with it. It doesn't have the XY screen, which is a feature on the for analyzing targets. It has a little bit smaller puck assembly that's used on there instead of the main big control box. But in my mind, the WS6 Master, I use it all the time. That's all I use on land. I don't even use the full version of the XPDS2 on land. My control box stays at home most of the time. And so if you are getting, we want the performance of a $1,500 detector in a $699 package. Uh, I think that you can't go wrong with the XPWS6 Master. So my choices in the $4,000 to $1,000 range would be look at the Nocta Legend first, and then look at the XPWS6 Master second. Now, going on up into the 1,000 up range, there are only two detectors I suggest, and the one I mainly use is the XP-2 full version. And the reason I choose that detector is I dive a lot of times, and it will go 66 foot deep. XP warranties all their stuff 5 years. No other detectors company does that. It is Bluetooth, no wires on land. You do need an antenna wire underwater, and you do need bone conductor headphones underwater. So, uh, in my mind, the XP Deus 2 is far above the second place detector, which I've used both of these. I've used I've tried the Manicore out, and I didn't really like it. Which would be second place would in that price range would be the Manicore. And uh, anyway, I uh, I think that you can't go wrong with the XP Deus 2. The Manicore, the main thing drawbacks I don't like about it is I don't like the fact that they don't have the headphones that work real well underwater. They don't have a very good warranty. They only have a 3-year warranty, although they honor that real well. I don't like using headphones that fit on over my ears underwater. I prefer the bone conducting headphones. Um, Also, um, I just didn't like the way the Manicore acted in iron. I believe that the Deus 2 just separates a lot better in iron than than the Manicore does. So those are my my opinions. So in that price range, upward $1,000, I think you got the XP Deus 2 and the Manicore are the way to go, and I prefer the XP Deus 2. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, these are only my opinions, and I'm sure other people have different detectors. The Deus one's a great machine. I used that for years. Bobby Short on here says my WM09 is on the way for my Manicore, and that's a great coil from what I hear. I hear a lot of people really like that. That may help with the target separation and nails, I believe, is what I'm hearing on that coil. I haven't tried one, but have to let me know how that one works, Bobby. Old Pellon, how you doing, sir? Welcome. And hi there, Brian. Southern Relic Adventures on here, and he's been having some great live streams. Unfortunately, I've been busy every Friday night and can't make it. And he had one Sunday night, and surprised me. And I didn't know he was having it on, and I missed it. So anyway, I'm going to try to get back with you as soon as I get some stuff ironed away. We're putting on a big show here in Texas, and I've been doing a lot of stuff on my weekends, and I haven't had weekends free there. It's the reason I've been on there, Ryan. But I still support your membership there, and still love your channel. And I watch the stream of your live stream all the time. Really love that. And anyway, so we got Bobby on here, Southern Relic Adventures. Bobby Short says his Deus 2 is his primary detector. And yeah, like I said, in the price range of 1,000 up, I think the Manicore and the Deus 2 are the big dogs on the street there, and that's my favorite. Uh, Favorite two choices in that price range. So, with all of that said, I'll give you my price range breakdown. What are do you guys think is the primary reasons for choosing a detector? For me, my primary reason is I want a detector that's waterproof and will withstand diving underwater looking for rings and stuff in rivers. So that is my primary reason, and that's the reason I chose the Deus 2, and that's another reason I like the Nocta Legend. And my friend David uses the Nocta Legend with a small search coil on there. And one of the things that we like about that Nocta is we've been experimenting with it. We've been trying to make an adapter that we could adapt the XP bone conductor headphones to work on his Nocta, and we've also been trying to get him to work on a Manicore and on the Garrett machines. I'm going to tell you guys, designing the electronics, with me having an electronics background, designing electronics on that was easy. We got the thing working really easily on there, and we do have it working on his Nocta Legend, where the bone conductor headphones work great. You can hear them fantastic. They work really good. And the where we ran into problems with that, I'm getting off subject here a little bit, but where we ran into problems with that is the mechanics of it. You wouldn't believe trying to figure out how to put a battery that we could recharge in a little control box, because this is going to have to be a little electronic box that adapts to headphones, and making it waterproof in the water, and also getting it all crammed into a small package that you can easily snap on your detector and go hunting. All of the mechanical part of that has been the real tough part of that. And I got to say, David's been doing a great job on that. He's better mechanically inclined than I am. So I've took care of electronics, and David's been taking care of the mechanics. And we're hoping to have something released here soon. We're going to be doing some more testing and get that going. And, so those are that's something that's coming. But anyway, that's the reason I chose those two detectors, was for underwater use. And I know other people chose them for different things. We got Mark on here. Mark says he has a Fisher F75, and I had one of those at one time. Uh, uh, I had I had a Fisher. I had a bunch of Fishers. I've had everything dating back to the 1266, and it was a good machine. So I had a lot of different detectors. We got Drew Shepard on here, and he says, I have an original Simplex and absolutely love, but thinking about upgrading to the Legend. And like I said, that Simplex is a good machine. It's my second choice behind the the Simplex Plus Plus is my second choice behind the MindLab x-terra Pro in the price range under $400. So that Simplex Plus Plus is a great machine, and I don't think you could go wrong with the Legend. If I didn't have XP 2, the Legend would be my second choice out of all the detectors, basically because I'm a water hunter. And I use my AT Pro in the water too, Alan. I used that for a long time. I had the AT Pro, and I used it, AT Max, and all that stuff. I used it in the water because, like I said, I'm a water hunter, and I had the Gray Ghost underwater headphones for it, and used it for a long time. It worked good. Mark is on here and says, the only thing I don't like about the F75 is it's not waterproof. Yep, that's one thing that I like. The 1280X was my Fisher for a long time, and I used that as a waterproof detector, and that was one heavy machine. But underwater, you really don't care about weight, because if you let go of the detector, you hope it lays down on the bottom with you and doesn't float away. So that's kind of a drawback of the DS2, is you got to make sure it's strapped to you so it doesn't go floating down the river, because it's so light. I did like the 1280X for that reason. Digging it back, welcome to the channel. And Grandma Kelly's on here. Welcome to Grandma Kelly. And I'm trying to go down the list, see who we got on here right now. I'm kind of behind in the comments. Wald here says, I predict a big year for the WS6 Master. I do too. Like I said, if you're only land hunting and you don't plan on going underwater, there's not a reason in the world that the WS6 shouldn't be the detector of choice. I mean, it just, in my mind, it just target separation and unmasking is so much better on the WS6 than it is on the Minelab machines. I would choose that WS6 over pretty much any. If I was hunting, I'd choose it over any land hunting. I would choose it over any of the Minelabs currently, and that's just my opinion. I mean, like I said, I'm not knocking anybody's detector. I'm just giving you my opinions based on using different detectors. And Southern Relic Adventures gets on here and says, knocked a double scores under 500 times. A great machine, too. Yeah, it is a great machine. I saw Calabash's videos on them, and I saw some other people's videos on them. I haven't tested one of those. That's the reason I didn't put that up as a recommendation. But I'll be honest with you, Teach. If I was going to get the double score, I think I'd just go ahead and spend the extra money and go ahead and get the Legend. That's just my opinion on that. It is a good machine, but why not just get the Legend? It's even get a few more features for just a few more dollars. Digging It Back says, just got the DS2 and so far I'm liking it over the Manicore. Well, I think you'll love it. And like I said, I'm not knocking the Manicore. It's a good machine, but I prefer the DS2, and a lot of other people on here do. Trying to catch up on all the comments here so I don't miss anybody. Hi, Bill. How are you doing? I'm glad you agree with me. At least I have one person on here agrees with me. Grandma Kelly's on here. She says, I use the x-terra Pro because it's cheap, waterproof, simple, simple, simple. It is simple, simple, simple. Yes, it is. Very simple. And like I said, I'm giving one of those away. I'm going to scroll my little banner across the top of the screen, and we'll show that across the bottom here. You can win a Minelab x-terra Pro. I'm giving one away. You visit my channel, and I'll show you how to do that right now while we're going into that. I'll share this with you. And here it is. If you go to Prospectors Cash channel, at Prospectors Cash, right here, that's the channel. And you scroll here, and you'll see my 1,000 subscriber video. You watch that video, and it's got a keyword in there. You enter the keyword comment, and you can win the Minelab x-terra Pro that I'm giving away, brand new one. Anyway, hope somebody that visits my site wins it often. I actually got lucky. Giveaway the MI6. It was my last giveaway, and I gave that away, and it was somebody in our local metal detecting club actually won it. So we do have a few local people on here that check in from time to time. Looks like me and Bobby both have been missing your live cast there, Teach. Been real busy. You're gonna have to tell us in advance when you're doing those more often. There, Southern Relic Adventure. You got to let us know when you're gonna do. You surprised me with the Sunday one this time instead of having one on Friday. But anyway, I love the live streams. We've got some really good ones. Southern Relic Adventures has one, and I love his. And I've loved a few of the Calabash ones. I haven't been to a couple of those because he kind of puts them up last minute. And I don't monitor YouTube as much as some people, so sometimes I miss those. But I try to stay on top of what other people are doing in the industry, and and try to learn from what they're doing. And there's some great information. On Southern Relic Adventures, he's got a lot of people on there that use the XPJS2, and they do a lot of relic hunting. And believe it or not, I've learned a few things on there about my DS2 by watching that. Even though I'm not a relic hunter, I listen and learn a lot about different adjustments that people are making. And I go out and try them. Obviously, some of them work, some of them doesn't. But that's how you learn your detector, guys. You got to get out there and play with them. If you don't play with them, you're never going to learn them. Um, Yeah, it's a good idea to have two detectors. I mean, with the DS2, if you buy the full version, you essentially got two detectors. You got a control box and you got the one with the WS6 master. If you got two search coils, two different search coils, you end up getting pretty much two detectors with that one unit. So uh, that's the advantage of the DS2. So Southern Relic Adventure says Friday at 7:30, but when I have to take care of my dad, I have to move it. Oh yeah, well, I probably had to take care of your dad last week because I was gonna be on there at 7:30 and I didn't see you. So I missed you last week, and then I saw that you had it on Sunday. Kind of threw me a curve there. Program for gold coins on the DS2. I don't Walter, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a program kind of guy. There are base programs I use, and then I just make adjustments to go from there. Um, with that being said, you know, anywhere from a 2 peso gold coin, which is really small, all the way up to a $50 gold piece, is a huge range. And in my mind, what I would think would be my base program on the DS2 would be starting with sensitive full tones. And I would just look for good, solid two-way signals. And then also, if I was doing that, if I was knew an area that had gold coins, I probably would be using the XY screen a little bit more if I was looking specifically for a gold coin. So, I mean, I know that's not what you wanted. There's not a specific program I recommend. And I don't recommend programs. I try other people's programs all the time while here. I try them every single one. I've tried every single one that's on the internet. And um, I'm like a lot of those guys that have programs that post on there, and I could post my base program on there that I use for underwater and name it Tom's Underwater Program. But sure as I do, I'm gonna have somebody to come back and say it doesn't work. So it works for me, and that is my base program. And what I suggest you do is get the coins that you're looking for out and do some testing in your yard or test them wherever you're going to look for them at. And, um, just pick a good program and go for it. Now, for gold, I don't think you can beat the sensitive full tones. I just don't think you can beat that for gold. I think it's a good all around program. But you could try gold prospecting mode. I mean, it's uh, I'm reading here. Uh, Digging It Back has one on Saturday night at 8:45 Central. I'll shout out and have fun. We have a fun stream. Okay, I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna write that down right now. Here. Okay, I got it down here on my list. I'm gonna check you guys out. Anyway, Wild Hair, I just don't like programs. I mean, I like the base program, and then I just adjust from there. I find one that does well. For instance, if I had this my lab uh, over the x-terra Pro, and I was going out to park, I'd use the base program on park, and then I would make adjustments for the park. I would go in there and make some adjustments. So, with that being said, just I think you should just find out what you're looking for and make adjustments accordingly based on where you're at. And I think there are a lot of people agree with me on that. Uh, but there are a lot of people out there putting out programs, and there are some good ones, but I'm not recommending programs. Stream will be Sunday night. Members only live stream will be Sunday night. Okay, got it. Uh, Boom, I shared you out. Thanks for sharing and liking my videos. I really like that, you guys. I'm, I'm trying to get better at this YouTube thing. I've only been doing this since May, so I'm trying to get better at it, learning how to do it. I just love talking about metal detecting and metal detectors. I love talking about gold mining, gold prospecting. So, just bear with me and I'll get better at it over time, like anything else that I do. I got better at metal detecting, didn't I? And I'm a dummy. So if I can get good at it, then anybody can get good at it. I'd like a metal detector as we're going to buy some land and start detecting soon, see if there's anything to find. Well, KJ, like I said, if you want some good recommendations, I mean, to find out if you like it or not, I would go to a local club somewhere and ask members if you can borrow their detector. Um, there in our club we loan detectors to people all the time, club outings and stuff, and just try them out and make sure you like them and talk to people in your local club, see what they like and what works for them. But starting out, I don't think you'd go wrong with this detector right here, this MindLab x-terra Pro. It's a good starter detector. So, that's would be my recommendation. Yes, I want Channel Thoughts to grow. I really want Channel Thoughts to grow. I'm trying to do all kinds of stuff that I enjoy doing. I'm actually starting a new series on trying to get. I don't want to do things that people have already done. I want to do stuff that's different. So, I'm trying to get on there and get a lot of different material on there for people. So. Um, I have a lot of people say I'm doing great, but my channel is very slow to grow. I tell you, it's I've got over 160 videos on here right now on YouTube, and it's just it's like watching grass grow, watching the YouTube channel grow. It's like crazy. And the thing that most people that don't do YouTube don't tell you is that before you start getting recognized and before all of your hard work really starts to get to be noticed, is you really got to build a community of people, and you got to have people that will keep coming back, and that's so YouTube helps you promote your videos. If YouTube doesn't share your videos with other people, they'll never know you exist. You could have the best videos in the world, and I'm sure there are people with great videos out there, and I don't care what kind of search you type in the bar, YouTube will never show them, and I know that from experience. So, um, you know, that's uh, that's one thing that people don't tell you about YouTube. And you know, uh, if I'm not going to make good friends on here and meet people and have talks about detectors and keep this channel growing and informative, and if I'm not going to get to where that people like it, that people like the content I put out, then I might as well just quit doing it. I mean, that's my feeling on YouTube. But I really like doing this. It's a lot of fun. I've learned a lot from other people, and I want to help other people learn. But I just don't want to put the same thing everybody else is doing. A lot of people seem to be copying other people's content, and I don't want to do that. I want to have stuff that's different. That's the reason I did videos on how to prospect with bad knees, or how to metal detect with bad knees, and a beach cart for carrying your metal detectors around, and dig and shovel thoughts, and I do different stuff than a lot of people do. So, and I'm always looking for that kind of video, not the typical, one that you see everybody doing. Now, I do like doing my hunt videos. That's a lot of fun where I share my hunts with people. So I want to continue doing that just because I like doing them. But I really want to have content that's unique and not following along with the same thing that everybody else is doing. All right, KJ. I wish I could build a little log cabin in the mountains that I could go to every summer. That'd be awesome. Thanks, Grandma Kelly. Appreciate that. Be genuine. Well, I don't think I can be any more genuine. I'm just an old hillbilly country boy, so I'm pretty genuine. I am what you see. What do you say? I am what you see is what you get. That's what I am. Uh, anyway, we got Josh on here. Hi, Josh. Glad seeing you on here. Yeah, we had a lot of entries into the MindLab x-terra Pro uh, on the first one we gave away, but and we had a lot of entries on the giveaway, the XPMI6. That went real well. I had a lot of people enter on that one, and so far we've got a lot of interest in this one, so that's doing good. Yes, everybody share my video tonight. That would be awesome. And the main thing is that to get YouTube to notice you got to have two things. You got to have subscribers and you got to have watch hours. And what watch hours is means people watch your video and don't just turn it off after 30 seconds. And mine gets turned off a lot after 30 seconds. I think it's, I'm like Tennessee sharpshooter. We both got them country accents, and after they hear me talk for 30 seconds, they shut me off. And old Tennessee sharpshooter's got some good information, but if you only listen to the first 30 seconds, you would never know that. He's got good stuff on his channel. Okay, I'll let you know, Grandma Kelly. I sure will. So you're back coaching this summer. What are you coaching? What's this time of year? I know football's over with. Baseball, I guess, is starting up. I guess so. It could be baseball. Anyway, let me know what you're coaching there, Teach. Wow, 25,000. Wow, that's awesome, man. I started May and I'm just at 903 or 4, I think today is. So that's all I've got so far. I'm not growing very fast. Views are very important also. I got a ton of views. I just reached over 100,000 views. I mean, so I got a lot of people viewing my videos, a lot. I mean, I just uh, did over 100,000 views here recently or something. I don't know. They sent me a thing telling me that. But so I'm getting a lot of views. I'm just not getting a lot of watch hours and a lot of subscribers. Yes. So see, Bill found 10 rings with his legend. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I mean, they're good ring hunting machines. I know that. Uh, so teach Southern Relic Adventure says he's coaching track. So I just want to see him get out there and run with the guys. I mean, I'd pay money to see that. uh, We got a lot of comments on here. I'm trying to catch up. So, high school athletes. I know you can't keep up with them, Brian. Those kids are something else, man. I know if I got out there, I'd kill myself trying to keep up with them. Underwater videos. Well, I'm gonna do more of that. There are plans to do a lot more underwater shoots here, mostly in Central Texas. But we're gonna do some down at the beaches and stuff too. Uh, yeah, I'm too old too. So we're gonna do a lot of underwater hunting here in Texas coming up. Probably start back in March. Right now it's too rainy and cold outside, and my old bones just ain't up for cold and wet, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of holding off for a little bit. He ran in college. Well, that's pretty good. I ran in high school too. I was on track team in high school, and obviously when I was in the military, they made me run all the time. But that's that in this day and age, there ain't no way I could run. I wouldn't even try. Yeah, so I use that Nemo, and I'm gonna be also getting one of the Nomad minis. So I'm gonna show that one too. I'm gonna do both the Nemo and Nomad minis, and we'll have videos on both of those coming up. But the blue Nomad Mini is their latest one, and they no longer make the Nemo. They've switched totally over to the Nomad Mini as their new machine. Just to let you know that. Run Southern Relics, run! Yes. Hey, Cat. I did blasted cat. I didn't see you on there. I saw you posted about the Southern Relic Venture. That's funny. Wow, 5 state championships. Wow, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. Wow, and that's a competitive area all around the Carolinas and stuff like that. It's competitive in not only football but track and field. So that's strong right there. All right, KJ. See you later. I understand. And yeah, I'll let you know which one I like best. I'll tell you, the Nemo's going to be hard to beat because I like it because it's so simple and throw it in water and you're 10 foot of water and I think it works. But they're sending me a Nomad to use and I'm going to be using that one. So that's going to be coming up in some videos coming up in March. We're going to be testing the Nomad. And Ron says he's been coaching for 25 years. Well, that's awesome, man. You looking to retire here soon? That many years putting up with kids, I'd have to be retiring. I can't say that. I love kids. Southern Relic Ventures. Grandma Kelly wants to know how fast you are. Three more years. 3 more years, and you can go find lots of relics there, Brian. That's awesome. I'm glad to be retired. Right now, you can see I play pool and I metal detect, and I try to have a good time right now. Anyway, I wanted to, like I said, we were talking about, um, what features you look for in your detector. I'd like to ask Southern Relic Adventures what features for relic hunting are important. For me, like I said, waterproof is important because I water hunt. What's important to you, there, Southern Relic Adventures, for relic hunting? What do you think is the most important thing for relic hunting. And Grandma Kelly says, has 7 kids, so thankful only the 16-year-old is still a kid. Yeah. Well, I got twin boys and they're 48 years old. So that tells you how long in the tooth I am for kids. Hey, NC Relic Hunter, welcome. And I'll ask you the same thing I just asked Southern Relic Adventure. When you're choosing a relic hunting metal detector, what's the most important feature do you think uh, on a relic hunting metal detector? I answered for water hunting, and for mine, the most important feature is it has to be waterproof, and I can use it underwater and hear the targets with have a good set of headphones, and hence the Deus 2 with the bone conductor headphones. Southern Relic Adventures answered separation, and that's, like I said, I mentioned that earlier when you're talking detectors. The best feature about a multi-frequency detector is that it offers better separation than a single frequency detector. NC Relic Hunter says iron separation. And yeah, so you get the multi-frequency detector, see, and it will use those higher frequencies to detect iron at the same kind of level it does the lower frequencies, which are your silver coins and your silver and your non-ferrous stuff. So you can actually kind of change the sweep speed and all of that stuff for separation. So that's the reason a lot of people use the multi-frequency detectors, is because you do have adjustments for sweep speed or reactivity or whatever they happen to call it on various brands. But that's a good feature, and it shows the improvements in microprocessors. Microprocessors could only in the past uh, process one frequency at a time. Now they have several inputs with several different frequencies going in, and they process those simultaneously, which is simultaneous multi-frequency or fast multi-frequency. So it's actually looking at the different frequencies of the detector all at the same time. So that's a good feature, and that's the reason people are choosing the multi-frequency uh, rain. Grandma Kelly says, "I live in the rain, so waterproofing is a must." Uh, Capability and versatility is what Bobby Short says. Equals Deus 2. I agree with that 100%. And that's not, I think this is referring to the Blue Nemo and the Blue Nomad underwater stuff. Yep. Underwear wear stuff. Yeah. Blasted Cat says separation and ability to customize and save programs and lightweight. And that leads us to the WS6 Master. Hits all of those really well. And that's where I think 2024 is going to be WS6 Master's year. I think that, the WS6 Master is, in my mind, if I'm not water hunting, that is the detector of 2024 to hunt. Now, if I was water hunting and I wanted one in that price range, without a doubt, the Legend would be my choice. But do away with water hunting, the WS6 would be my choice. The XP Deus 2 WS6 Master. Gary Bunyard from here in Central Texas, good friend of mine, says you just can't beat the Deus 2. Nope, you can't. Deus 2 is the detector. I think that's a great detector. We have NC Relic Hunter says lightweight detector with fast separation, good depth, and versatility. And I know that NC Relic Hunter and Southern Relic Ventures both love the Deus 2 and uh, stuff. I don't know. Do you guys use the WS6 Master or the full Deus more? What's your choice of combination there? I know there's lots of configuration available on the Deus 2. Like I said, on land, I use the WS6 Master. Underwater, I use the full Deus 2. Deus 2 has the advantage of maximum frequency with multi-frequency programs. I agree with that. So what he's saying there is that you can, like if you're looking for gold and stuff like that, you want higher frequency. Um, if you turn it up on really high frequencies, they're hotter on lower conductors, so into the ferrous range, like nails and stuff like that. You can improve that some by lowering the max frequency, say to 24 kilohertz, as opposed to 40 kilohertz. So it's very adjustable for whatever you're at. So I just go, like I said, I don't use programs. I just adjust my detector for what area I'm in. And that's the reason I think it's so important to learn your detector. Grandma Kelly, how much is a Deus 2? Well, the Deus 2 WS6 Master goes for $699. I think they have them on sale for right now. They're normally $799. And I think the full version right now, if I believe I heard right, was $14.99. It might be cheaper, but I hear that. You can go over to Southern Relic Adventures Amazon store. He's got them listed there, so you can check it out there. And NC Relic Hunter says he has a W6 Master for sale with wireless headphones if anyone is interested. So if anybody's interested in WS6 Master, contact NC Relic Hunter. That's a good unit. Might get a good deal off that one. And Gary prefers the full Deus 2. And you hear a lot about the Deus 2 and how hard it is to learn. It's not hard to learn. To be honest with you, it's simple to learn. You can actually turn it on and select a program and go hunting. It's hard to make it perfect. It's hard to make it perfect for all land conditions, but even box stock, turning it on and going uh, with just turning it on and setting up one of the programs and going and hunting, you're going to find more coins with it probably than you will a cheaper detector that you turn on and go. You don't have to learn anything on the Deus 2. Now, would I want to learn it to get the full potential out of it? Heck yeah, you'd want to learn it. But you don't really have to. I mean, I turned mine on when I first got it and used it for 2 months without making any adjustments, just to learn the machine, and it worked great. Didn't have any problems. You're welcome, NC Relic Hunter. Nice, my kind of machine. That's what I mean, that's the reason I like it. You don't really have to learn how to do anything. Um, there's the adjustments that you hear talked about on Southern Relic Adventures channel and other channels that talk about the Deus 2 are all people trying to dial it in to get a little bit more depth, a little bit more better target separation, a little bit better ground stability, a little bit better, EMI abilities. So, with all of that said, you really don't have to adjust much. You could turn it on and just adjust one thing, sensitivity up and down, and for your conditions, and it would work fine. A full Deus 2. Well, the full Deus 2 can it's got the control box on it, and it's got the bigger box. It's like a one has like a small puck, uh, and the other one uses a full control panel, so to speak. They do the same thing. The puck, you can make all the same adjustments on it. It's just smaller, small screen. So, and the WS6 Master version is lighter. It's uh, it's a simplified version of the full one, and but it has all the same features. You just have to dig further in the menu to find them. So it's a little harder to adjust the WS6 puck, I think, but not that much different. Once you learn the menu, it's pretty easy. Who is the guy who has them on sale? Southern Relic Adventures. His channel has them. He has a UT or an Amazon store up front, I believe, and he offers some for sale on there. So you can go visit his channel, find them on their Amazon store. And I think that's about it, guys. I've been on here an hour and 6 minutes, and I really didn't think anybody would show up tonight. And I really want to thank everyone for showing up on here tonight. Uh, I mean, this is really nice. We had a nice turnout. And like I said, since I've taken off the last few weeks, I really do appreciate people coming back to the YouTube channel here and giving us another go. And like I said, if you guys want to win that uh, MindLab x-terra Pro over here, go sign up on the go to the main channel and watch the video on the front page there, and it'll tell you how to sign up. And I just hope that you guys good luck, and I hope you win the detector. And if it's all everybody has to say, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. And hope you guys have a blessed week, and have a drier and warmer area than we're in right now. Because here in Texas, it's been cold and wet. But anyway, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later.